Buongiorno signore e signori, da parte di tutto il Bugatti Design Studio e ben trovati. Art, form, technique. This is the motto of our brand. So before we start, I invite you looking at this.
To create something unique, a masterpiece of art in its own right, precious, intuitive, and of lasting value. That has been the guiding principle and passion of Carlo, Jean, Rembrandt, and Ettore Bugatti. According to the ingenious founder, Ettore, every Bugatti had to be a holistic masterpiece in art, form, and technique, thus creating automotive legends like the Bugatti Type 35, the Royale, and the iconic Atlantic. From both a technical and aesthetic point of view, the Bugatti Chiron was the company's latest masterpiece, with breathtaking performance and of striking beauty. Now, it's time to move forward and to see the next step. The Bugatti Chiron.
Thank you. You can imagine that presenting this car to you and being welcome like that feels quite good. I'm not going to explain this car to you with a set of fashionable styling lines, because I can't. We had a different kind of task to do at Bugatti, especially here on this car. As Aldo said and introduced, good designer's job at Bugatti is about creating value. So our task with the Chiron would be called form following performance. The team has followed form following performance. Let's see together what it means. The first thing that comes up against us is the A-type face, centered around the horseshoe, the iconic horseshoe that sits right at the nose of every Bugatti. And you're gonna ask me now, what this has to do with form following performance? Where is the performance element? Well, firstly, each headlamp is housing 4 elements, and this is a reminder of the performances of our car. Our car has 4-wheel drive, 4 lines of cylinders housing 4 pistons each. It has 4 turbochargers. At Bugatti we leave no one elements to the chances, but mainly, you know that with a hypercar, one of the vital elements on the front of the car are the brakes and the brakes cooling. So actually, the architecture of the front headlamps is integrating an air intake, and this air intake is capable of catching all of the air there is arriving up there with 100% pressure, putting this air directly into a channel, directly into the brakes, 420 millimeters carbon ceramic brakes, and then out of the brakes, enduring the performance of the brakes quite significantly. The car is basically breathing through its wheels. It is a designer's job to speak about proportions, so I will. Look at the car. We took out the color breakup that we had up there, making the car maximum wide. We introduced an horizontal split at the bottom that gives maximum width. Plastic air intake, maximum width. Push the headlamps all the way out, gives maximum width expression in front of you. You also notice a new form language, which is extremely generous in the calm surfacing and the reflection-based surfacing, interrupted and guided by character lines that appear in particular places. We look at them very quickly. But now, we go to the side view and to the most important element of the Bugatti Chiron. And this is the Bugatti line. And yes, we cannot be romantic and say that this line relates to the signature of Ettore Bugatti, or relates to the Bugatti Type 31 Royale in graphics, or relates to the signature of Louis Chiron. Yes, 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 but no, there is more to this line. I explain. Firstly, the center line really reflects on the interior with the exterior. It arrives from the hood, shoots into the interior, is the carrier for the center console, is the carrier for the interior lighting, is the carrier for the roof module. But secondly, and this is the important part of our presentation, this line is a line of performance. Let me explain. With a car that goes over 400 kilometers an hour, you need to carefully consider the airflow that is traveling around and through the car. The air that is coming out of the front wheelhouse is relatively turbulent when it should arrive up here at the radiators. But what we noticed is that with our relatively rounded windshield and with the A-pillar construction that we have, that the air that is traveling along the side glass is arriving with almost 100% pressure over here. And this makes up this whole area from down here to up there into a complete performance line, capable of catching all of the airflow. For a designer, this is one of those moments when you realize that the technical necessities are driving you towards a stylistic solution which is unique. There is a certain inevitability in this kind of hypercar design. And this is how this line came about, and this is a good example of form-following performance and not just a stylistic drift into shapes. Again, for a designer, proportion first. It was a commitment for the technical development that the car is more beast. It was a commitment for stylistic development that the car is quite a bit more beast. The car has a stronger stance, larger wheels, 20 and 21, made the car seats more agile on its feet, and a much faster fly line and a faster hunch line made the car really, dynamically thrusting forward. Even though we still allow ourselves a relatively relaxed belt line, actually a drop-in belt line. And this is typical for Bugatti, beauty and beast in this correlation. Speaking about beauty, with those two lines we could actually enhance the beauty of the elongated Fenders signature, and with the rear hunch line we could gain some length into our car. Staying with beauty, the duotone is such a classic DNA element of Bugatti, and of modern-day Bugattis especially. Over 50% of our clients is ordering their car in a duotone configuration, and the Chiron is equipped for that. But the duotone of Bugatti is not just a color split that is painted somewhere onto the body parts, no. The color split at Bugatti is always a technical color split, meaning that the division of the body parts is creating the division of the colors, so that our clients can still configure their car with choosing their A color and their B color. Moreover, the body part housing the Bugatti line is the largest carbon fiber body panel in the automotive world. Now, going to the top view, we come back to those character lines that I introduced before with the form language. Please look at the car. Where do those lines appear? Then I'm going to show you a car from our heritage, and you're going to instantly recognize where do those lines are coming from. They're coming from the Bugatti Type 57 Surbes Compressor Atlantique. The strongest indication of those character lines is obviously the center line. When you look at the center line developing on this car, starting from the horseshoe, going over the hood, shooting into the interior, coming out of the interior onto the roof, going all the way back to the end of the car onto the rear wing. You understand how important is the center line for Bugatti and how much it does to our stylistic development. We could say that big hips and small waist also work with cars. The car is actually 40 millimeters, 40 wider, meaning 20 millimeters on each side. Now, 20 millimeters doesn't sound like a lot, but in car designer terms, to create good proportions, this means a world. When you look at the car, the waistline is as tight as possible, and all of the width of the car is for the benefit of the stance and for the benefit of the muscular offset of our car. We are going to the rear view and to the cutaway rear end. So let's remember, form following performance, front architecture, side elevation, Bugatti line, third element, of following performance is the cutaway rear end. A cutaway rear end, you may know better than me, is not so revolutionary in the industry. We already seen it with the Porsche 917 and being victorious, and we all know what a rear end like this does to another aerodynamic cutoff. But even more vital for our car is to get rid of all of the hot air that is getting trapped into our engine compartment when our power plant really delivers 1,500 horsepower. So, thanks to the cutaway rear end, most of the hot air has the chance of coming out of the car. But it's not just about that. Actually, the whole engine hood on top of the power plant has a sandwich base. And this sandwich base leads also to the lowest area of the engine compartment, so that it's moving all of the hot air into the sub-pressure zone. And from the sub-pressure zone, that hot air gets blown away from our car. And this is a vital and crucial element for our stylistic strategy to work with engineers for the best possible result that a performance car like that needs. Beast and beauty. We kicked in the cant rates, the roof rates of our car quite a bit. This makes the car sexier, we know that. It has a nice benefit of creating an extreme offset from the roof rail all the way out to the fender line. And it creates an area that it shows beauty by itself without introducing any kind of line work. I have been rendering an animation for you to show you how the reflections are running on this area. And this is ideal for designers when there is no line works, nothing going over there other than sheer beauty. Few Fenders in the automotive world can afford to bring beauty to any kind of line work. Porsche 911 rear fender is one of those. And even the rear fender of the Bugatti Chiron was a beautiful piece of sculpted surface development where the reflection speaks all the quality that is needed for a valuable car like that. We're now working with a full width rear wing. This gives maximum width expression, of course. And if you ever came down from 400 kilometers an hour, you know how vital and how important is the air brake for Bugatti. This thing helps putting 2G in deceleration, which is about twice the average sport car. And lastly, the single beam tail light, which is housed in a 1.80 meter aluminum piece made from full, which has been designed that thin to allow the maximum air extraction. And it defines a sort of a goodbye signature for the car when it has drove away from you and has passed you. This was a flyover the exterior of the car. Now please give me the chance of quickly flying to the interior. You notice that the interior of the Chiron is still based on this architecture, which is symmetrical for Bugatti, and has its tradition from the Type 57 over to the Veyron, over to the Chiron. But as well as the technical development and the exterior development shifted towards the B side, also the interior development presents itself more dynamic into the separation of passenger and driver. They now sit closer to each other, thanks to the controls carried by the slim centerline, and the cabin is more narrow. This reflects onto the exterior, into this cleaner airflow that we've seen before streaming into the Bugatti line. So once again, following performance. Of course, as well as the exterior, also the interior is equipped for the duotone configuration and several setups. And if you let yourself fall down onto the driver's seat, you will always be facing the iconic Porsche. Over there, a sportier layout actually puts the driver in command, meaning only the function that you share with the passenger are staying in the middle, quite reduced. And all of the other functions are moving onto the steering wheel, where you're going to find the launch control, the chassis setup, the start button, the information about the car, the information about the media, and the respective screens. And then the car has a speedometer. Oh wow, the car has a speedometer, yeah. But let me tell you a little secret about this speedometer. It shows 250 kilometers an hour at 12 o'clock and 500 kilometers an hour at 5 o'clock, which is quite something. We talk about a room with a view. Why? Because there is not so many people that in their whole life got the chance to see a Veron, or get the chance to see a Chiron. And when they find one of our cars, they look through the window. We did not want this person to see just a black hole of free programmable display. Display technologies used to be replaced very quickly, looking out of date very quickly. So we asked each other, what would stand for premium then? We wanted to make a counter-revolution. We wanted to be visible. This one jewel instrument shows what the car is about, and Bugatti is the superstar of top speed. This is why this is our instrument feature that we are featuring in a complete analog way, in the right materiality, to ensure the timeless beauty that is needed for a valuable car like that. And now, since we're speaking about materials at Bugatti are 100% authentic. What you see is what you get. What it really feels and touches and presents itself as aluminium is real metal, exterior and interior wise. Touch everything you like in there, you will never get disappointed. We also redesigned our logo from a 2D appearance to a 3D appearance. This is actually 970 silver, produced by hand with an enameling process very laboriously to sit right at the nose of our cars. And lastly, the Chiron has a boot, and its capacity has been increased. We do respect a lot, we have so much respect for our colleagues and what they've done with their Holy Trinity. But the Chiron is a different kind of animal, it sits in its own bubble. The Chiron can be driven, for example, through the mountains from Munich to Roma, and it can drive nice and beautiful, but at the same time, you can immediately let all the beast out with its outrageous power. So this correlation that we're speaking about, this correlation between beauty and beast is what our clients wanted. And this is what is delivering value into their hands. So that their car, not in just 10 years time, but in 20 years or 50 years time, can proudly appear in Pebble Beach or in Villa d'Este, eventually together with their sons or their grandsons. And this wraps out our presentation, and I got a minute to go. It may be as a final word for the students here. So I really enjoyed their excitement, and so I think it's worth to have some words for them. Just 5 years ago, I was sitting right here with my team presenting our car. We were excited as well. And of course, when I made my interview to work for Bugatti, and I met Chris Bubisto, this was unexpected, and of course, I was excited. And again, this job has been hyping my excitement many other times. The first day I've been working for Bugatti, and I took for the first time the train from Berlin to Wolfsburg. We still commute daily. I asked the man in front of me who was doing the sketches of the Bugatti Galibier, painting with coffee. I was asking basically who was one of my idols. And he just answered, me. I was so excited. And again, I've been excited when Akim has been launching this car to the world. And of course, being here in my homeland, I'm truly excited. But let's be honest, excitement is not driving us daily. Even with a car like that, it takes a very small team across almost 10 years of development. It is easy to tone down, it is easy to pass through hard moments sometimes. So how did the team go from a Veron to a Chiron, creating an even more exciting car? What brings us there and creates value is being authentic. So just for the students, listen well. Be authentic what we do. It was important for engineering, and it was important for designers, because it's important for our customers. But it was important for me, and it is important to each and every one of you. Because by being authentic, we'll keep growing, thanks to our passion and our art, and technique. Molte grazie.